What was Woody's background? Because I mean, I think
Like ethnically?
nah, not ethnically, but like his story, his early story. Because well, ethnically we can talk about because it always trips people out. It tripped me out when I first heard of it. Like
Right.
at first, even the name Woody is like Woody, like Peckerwood, like who's Woody? And then you hear it and you're like, oh shit, and you're like, this white boy is no joke.
No, he's with it. Yeah. Yeah, Wood was a nut.
So that's always a trip, but like it's also to me, it's like a Bay thing. Like to keep it real, I knew other white Norteños. I knew a handful of black Norteños too.
Yeah, because it's not about race.
Right.
It's really not. Like with a lot of gangs it is, but we're very accepting. You know, in terms
So
of like,
it's not that mind blowing
it's
to
about
me
your heart.
to know that there's a white Norteño dude, but I mean, other than that, like,
Shit, Wood spoke more Spanish than I did.
yeah. So I was just curious, like, because I think a lot of people would like to know what he was like before all the music stuff and that we know of now.
I mean, bro, Wood was a very interesting person. I miss Wood to this day. Like, Wood was extremely stubborn, highly intelligent. And I mean highly intelligent. Like, I remember us being in, it was 10th grade. It was 10th grade. It was the English class that we had together. He took some type of intelligence test. And they were pressuring him to just take some type of test to go into to get out of high school. Like, you could do that now and immediately enter college. Like, he was smart. Like, I remember, like, he you know, for money, like, because Wood was never, like, into selling drugs and shit. That was never his thing. That was, like, my thing. You know what I mean? His thing was, like, he was just a gangster. That was just being his thing. But he was also... like the way he'd make his money in high school, he would do all of people's stereo systems. So, like like the speakers, the amps, like route all the wires, get it super clean looking. And he taught himself how to do that. Like I remember him doing it for the first time because he had an old school 75 Caprice Classic that his dad had helped him get. I think maybe his dad gave it to him. I don't remember, but because I only met his dad once, but, I remember him getting that and he bought the whole system for it. And I'm like, you're going to put all that in yourself? I'm 16. That's like, you're a genius to me, bro. Like, I don't know any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have basic knowledge, but I don't know anything about electronics. So I watch him open the box and he looks at the directions for a second. He's like, man. And I'm like, you're not going to read the directions? He's like, no, I'll figure it out. And I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, bro, I'm just going to figure it out. It's not that hard. And I was like, all right. And this motherfucker figured it out without reading the directions. I watched him do it for the very first time. And then from there, he just started doing it all the time for people and shit. And like, hell of good job, like a custom work type shit. Taking off the panels and fucking running it underneath and doing the whole shit. And like, he was dope with it. And that's how he made his, and he never opened a single set of directions. He was hella smart. But he's, yeah, super stubborn, super loyal, pretty emotional, honestly. Not in a bad way, you know, not in a bad way. Just very passionate, I would say.
Yeah.
Very passionate. I remember this once, bro. There's this one time. So a Surreño scrap, whatever, came to our school, and he was from L.A. and his name was Jerry Graham. I'll never forget. And this motherfucker, bro. You know how like you ever see like. Well, I don't know. You were probably one of them because you're hella big. But like for most kids, bro, like you're like 15, 16, and every now and then they'll just be a fucking full-grown man that's like 17 also. Or he's maybe like a year and a half older than you. This motherfucker got a mustache, a goatee, full-grown man muscles and shit. Fucking 200 pounds. Like, what the fuck?
That was me height-wise, but I was always baby-faced and chill. I was never like showing up like Debo, but...
All right,
yeah,
so sometimes you've seen people like that are just genetic freaks at a very young age, right?
I fought them at a young age. Yeah, I had to fight them. Who else was going to fight them?
So me and Wood are like regular sized people, right?
Right.
And like this dude, Jerry Graham, came to our school, and this motherfucker's like, he not hella tall. I mean, by shit, he's only like, he probably like, I mean, he's tall, but he's like 6'1", maybe 6'2". But at 16 years old, bro, you're a giant, bro. You're a grown-ass man, bro. And he was, like, muscular, like, athletic, like, six-pack muscular. Like, bro, this motherfucker's like an athlete, bro. Like, he's like a full-grown man. And he comes in, And you're just, you know, in high school, you hear reputations of people. Like, he's coming in from LA because he gets in too much trouble there. This motherfucker beats up full grown men. Fucking da-da-da-da-da. His reputation precedes him, right? So we're just like, fuck this motherfucker. You know what I mean? He immediately has a problem with Wood being a white North End. Like, he doesn't even know what a North End is at the time. He learns about it. He's like, what the fuck? Fuck that. And you're white? Fuck that. And he has a problem with Wood. And so, mind you, you know, Wood's giving up hell of size, strength, all that shit, bro. And he happened to be in our English class. He got put in our English class, bro. And it was just tension. You could just feel it. You could just feel it, bro, between all of us. You know what I mean? And one day, him and Wood get up, and they ask for a bathroom pad, and they leave. And Wood doesn't leave me in the conversation. I don't know what's going on. I just see this happening. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, can I go too? And she's like, no, you got to wait till they come back. I'm like, ooh. And they take a couple more minutes. And she's like, I was like, I really got to go. And she's like, okay, just go. And so now I'm running down the hallways and I'm looking and I'm looking for him. You know what I mean? And I see him way, way across the fucking hall. And I'm like, and they're walking almost like together. And I'm like, what's up, Wood? What's up? And Jerry Graham starts talking. Hey, fuck you. You want it too, bro? Come on. What's up? What's up? Fuck you, bitch. Disrespecting me, talking hella shit, right? And I'm like, and Wood's like, no. He's like, go back. He's like, I'll be back. Go back. And I'm like, no. I was like, and I started walking forward. He's like, go back. And I'm like, ooh. And I hella wanted to go, but I listened to him. I was like, all right. So I went back, and they're gone for the rest of the period. And I'm like worried. You know, because this motherfucker's a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so like, so we get out and I'm fucking running down the hall and I see Wood finally, and I see him, and he's walking, bro. Because keep in mind, Wood's only like 16, Jerry Graham like 18. You know what I mean? So like, he's walking, and bro, his whole nose is just fucking busted and leaky. He's got blood. His whole shit is covered in blood, just blood everywhere. His whole shirt is splattered. His pants are splattered. There's even blood on his shoes. And he's got this shit-eating grin, bro. He's got, all you see is his teeth, hella smiling, walking super proud. And I'm like, bro, are you okay? He's like, I'm good, bro. He's like, I earned his respect, bro. I earned his respect. And fucking Jerry Graham came over, shook his hand, and I was like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, bro. And then he described the whole fight to me. He was like, he was fucking me up, bro, but I wouldn't give up, bro. And then finally he stopped. He was just hella stubborn, bro. Like, Wood's a real motherfucker, man. You know? So that's who he was as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's like a 16-year-old. Like, that's who he was as a person. You know? And as shit started to get more serious, I mean, when Raymond lost his legs, Wood had been hanging around them since he was 5. That was like his brother too. You know what I mean? So it was taken very seriously, you know? And the repercussions from that were very serious. And so, and you know, just like anything else, things snowball, you know?
Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay. Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay.